was the trip to the concert last weekend?
It was hectic.
Oh?
Yes. I was working at Pure Rock Studios, Rochester, Minnesota. If you want to take guitar, bass, keyboard, vocal, drum, kazoo lessons, you come there. Anyway, I was working there. Got done at 4 o'clock. This is leaving from Rochester, Minnesota to Redwood Falls area. I had just enough gas to make it to the destination. I knew that. And I had no money on me at all. So if anything was going to be, going wrong, foreshadowing by the way, I wasn't going to be able to make it. So, Catherine texted me an address, and I had copy and paste into my GPS. I follow that up past the cities, like onto 52, through St. Paul, through Minneapolis, got on I think it was 12 or something, went through Delano, and I'm like, man, this is a stinking long drive, but hey, whatever. So I'm on my way, and I don't know where Redwood Falls is because I've never been there before. I just knew that it was near Willmar. I'm driving, and we're driving and driving, and anyway. So I got to Litchfield, which is about 20 to 30 minutes away from Willmar, and that's when you called me, PJ, called me, asking where I was. Oh, I'm like 30 minutes away from the destination the GPS said. I'm in Litchfield right now. And you were like, well, we're running a little late and we're starting at 8:30. At this point it was 7:30. And he said, Litchfield? I didn't go to Litchfield on my way there. And I was like, well, that's where my GPS took me. It was to Litchfield. Anyway, yeah, I should be there on time. There's construction, like horrible construction. I'm here and I haven't been through any construction, is what PJ said. I was like, well, I'm going through construction and I'm in Litchfield. And I'm also almost out of gas. So I stopped at a gas station to just type in my GPS because I don't text while I drive, and neither should you. I had Catherine resend me the address. The next time I put it in my GPS, then it routed me to Redwood Falls. So I don't know what was up with that. So I type it in and hit send, and it routed me, and it said it was an hour and a half away. So at that point, I'm going to be a half hour late for our show, which is not ideal, but at least like the rest of the band can hold down the fort and play acoustic stuff until I get there. We can still like make it happen. I'll still make it there at some point. I'm driving and I get to a town called Cosmo, which is like the just weirdest looking town. I'm sure the people are great, but the streets were all like space names and stuff. And I was supposed to turn left on Milky Way Drive South or something like that. Get to the juncture and I look left where my turn is, 22, and I noticed that the juncture sign, I think I was on, 13 or something. The juncture was supposed to be like, 13 and 22. And I see the 13 and I'm like, that makes sense. But I looked right and the 22 was scratched off. And I was like, what does that mean? I get to the turn and I look left and all I see is rubble. And the road was completely gone. It was like a stack of just dirt and concrete and asphalt and stuff. The road was gone. I hit reroute and it rerouted me taking 71, and that was gonna take me like another hour or something like that. No, it was gonna take me an additional half hour to what my original distance was. And at that point I was going to miss the show completely. I was very sad. I get there like an hour after after we were supposed to start, and they were already like doodling around with acoustic stuff, and Catherine was doing covers. And thankfully, Dead Level Best, being an awesome band, hooked up my bass rig and stuff like that, and got everything set up, so I was able to like sprint in, and we played I think 3 songs full band or something, and that was the end. So yeah.
What did you think of the show in Willmar?
The Willmar show was super awesome. Not to say that the Redwood Falls one wasn't. I was just very like, I felt sick at the Redwood Falls one because just the stress and running around. The Willmar one was super fun. We got to meet Thomas and Matt. Matt we met actually at Culver's in Willmar at lunch, and it was awesome because he was like one of those punk guys that's like straight-laced normally, and then suddenly out of nowhere he's Punk, which was cool to see because he was like in his, Culver's getup. We met him at lunch, and he showed up at the show in like almost knee-high red boots and black baggy like zipper pants or whatever you call them. This vest that used to be denim at one point, but is now just made out of studs, and it was just pretty cool. And then Thomas, he's pretty awesome. I think he mentioned that he was 1/16th Lakota, which is pretty cool. So we talked to him about that for a long time. Showed me an awesome German a cappella metal band. So we got to meet a lot of cool people. We went to Goodwill. I got a Cranberries CD for $2. It's awesome. So Zach, if you're watching this, you were right. The Cranberries are awesome. The show went really well. Everything was super smooth. Super fun being with the Kanowskis and Evan and Katie in Dead Level Best. So thank you guys for playing shows with us. Because of the spirit of all of this, we have to send a shout out to Eli Rose for not being there. You should have been there. And yeah, have a good interval of time between now and the next video.